guys, it's a 5:40 p.m. Today is a Monday, March 7th. So let's start with the pre-market notes. So today was a very good day. In fact, it's a trend down day, and price behaved the way it's supposed to, exactly, like level to level. Perfect day today was, especially the morning. Usually the mornings are choppy and all these things. Today it just acted the way it's supposed to be, every single level. And pretty much I shorted every single levels. In NQ, in ES, actually I traded 4 markets today: NQ, ES, Russell, and crude. All of them acted very nicely. So ES, it's all about these areas. These 4, this and this. So morning 2 trades short from these areas. The ideal one was from this area, and then that was my morning shorts. I pretty much held it, till end of the day, almost, up to 42.25, and then I built out, that one trade which I had it from here. In between I did like micros, but the original trade I held it from here. In between I did micros, back and forth. NQ also same thing. This was my first short from actually 860, and from here I took a second short, the morning short from 13,860. So today's goal was the max target, what we put it in Discord, was 4200 to 4180 for ES, starting 42.25 actually, but 4180 to 4200 was the ideal target. In NQ it was 13,500 area, somewhere around that area. In Russell the target was 55 to 50, or 60 to 55. So Russell came to 42 at the end, the closing, but pretty much it held 50, so the Russell achieved it. Gold 2000, right? So gold pretty much held above 75, 77 of the open. Yes, it went to 72, 68 or something. 72 in Discord I said if it holds above 72, it will go back to 2000, so, and the round number sellers will defend. So that is what gold did, pretty much it came down to 72 and bounced, and then 2002 it closed right there, right? Crude also did back and forth, right? So above buyers, right, this area. So crude pretty much of the open, I actually shorted it from this area, actually somewhere around I shorted it for a dollar move, and then I went long for a dollar move also, from 120.66 or somewhere, for a 121.66, so I did $1 down move, $1 up move. But pretty much if you look at it, crude got rejection from this area of the open, went to this area, provided a bounce from this area, almost $1 or 2, then it went down to this, and finally it came down to this area and then bounce. So crude pretty much did back and forth between the levels. So gold worked out, crude worked out, Russell worked out, NQ same thing. Look, so buyers are picking up only above 14,050, or Globex high. Below that, stick with sellers. So if you stick with sellers below those areas in ES and NQ, you are in good hands today. Once it goes below this, right, garbage below, more sellers, right? So that's why NQ went all the way up to 300, right, 13,300, 200, just because of this. ES also same thing, below this, right, 42.66, garbage, below that more sellers, and then 4100 series pretty much, right? So today I prefer sellers to keep it below 43.25 at minimum, right, to keep the door open for further down move into 41 series in future, right? So today it came up to 41.80 almost, correct? So now it is into 41 series, right? And it's all started from here, right? So now tomorrow this area is a key. You want sellers to keep it below. It is that simple, So let's go into, so I'll cover it very fast, right? Now because it's a simple day today, it was not a back and forth, it's just played out level to level, so it's not a big deal today, I don't have to even explain a lot, So okay, let me cover both ES and NQ together. So it opened right into this 20 to 25 area, right, and today's high was 21, right, as of the open. So we were watching these things, right? So I was expecting, man, sellers step in, right? So here if you look at it of the open, AD was almost at 0 right here. But then this area is a decision maker, right? Pretty much, as Discord folks already know importance of this area. So and then you can see it, price went there and got a rejection, right? And then it just went down. So the first short would be this area, but then it's like 50-50 proposition, because the way it opened right around here, it can go higher too, right? So it's a 50-50 chance. So I did not take a short here. However, I was watching it, NQ at the same time. So I took a short in NQ, because that was I was discussing in pre-market, the importance of 850, 860, 762, 733, all the trades I laid out before open. And the one trade I laid out was break below 733, 762. I will look for a 100-point move down. That was my trade. But here, and also I said if it goes above 850, I will go long for a 100-point, right? But I had a time limit also. So I am not right of the open. So here when it broke above it, I said I will wait for 5 minutes at least. And then if it is going above, I will go long. So instead of going long, after 5 minutes, price was below it. So instead of going long, because price did not go above it, I used this area to short it. Right here at the, even before 5 minutes is over, right here I took a chance. And then price came down to here. And then it bounced off, right? And it just went against me. But I held it. And that's where the stop run happened here, right here. And then it came down. I was good to go here, Then I held this trade, and then here I added more shorts, 762, our blue line, so pink line, level to level. So and then I shorted it, here also. At the same time, when I took this, ES was nicely done, it broke down all these things, this 43, where is it? This area. So this area was important, this two area, right? As per pre-market. So I explained in Discord that if it goes below it, that we all, sellers are in control. If it's staying above here, I said, then buyers have to keep it above it, and then break out above this. But that did not happen. Price got rejection, going down, right? That was your short here, right here, with NQ 762, ES 810, and then you just write it down, Profit is up to you. That's why I did not show you any profit target here, because all these levels could become a profit target, as per Discord folks already knows all these things. So, and then you can take a profit at 84, which is this area, this one, right here, right? And then you observe it, and then it pulled back. I said in Discord, I was in Discord till 11, till I think 12 o'clock, So I said 4300, it should respond, or 4304 at that time. So both levels. So 4300 responded, that was a short, and then at the same time NQ was also, so I did like back and forth, so one time I traded in NQ and then I traded in ES, based on the levels I switched around, so this was a short from 4300 expecting a new low, and then it went down to 4280, 78, 75. This is where I said, you can take profit here. So I took the profit here, and then it pulled back, so those were my mini shorts, the original one I was holding it. And then this one, after that it was just, it did not pull back enough, so I didn't want to catch the ride in between, so while I was holding this, I just write it down, Then finally this pullback happened, around 1120 or so. So you can see it in NQ also, right? The dream numbers, the dotted lines are dream number. So here when it was coming down, I said most likely dream number, right? So that you can take profit here. Then let price goes to the next dream number. You can see dream number also responded here, this one. See that? But I was waiting for price to come to this area, 640, 620. So I can short, So here it did not even come there. So I did not do anything. I was patiently waiting. And then here it came up, right? So 640 I shorted it. Because of this balance, I let go this short. I just waited. If it comes up, then I'll short it. At the time, yes, it was at 73 here, right? It was trying to break out this entire balance. So while price was here, right here, or here, I said in Discord clearly, before it even happened, I said it has to go, ideally it would be nice if it goes above 7350, which is this high or this area pretty much, go to up to 74, 75 and then get rejection, gets a rejection. That would be perfect situation. That is what we discuss in Discord, So based on that idea alone, the moment it poked higher, I shorted right at 74.25 or so, right here, and NQ I took 640 because NQ was at 640. I was waiting, so both of them happened at the same time. I took the short. So you can only do these things if you have a levels drawn, otherwise it's like shooting in the dark, right? If I remove this level, you are basically shooting in the dark. So I took both the shots based on the levels, okay? And then actually 73, hold on, so here in this area, this was the short, 1120, see, level, right? So that was the short right here, right? So, and this same thing, right? So then you expect a new low again, because its price is trending down, internals are down, you can see it is trending down, nothing is wrong, it is a liquidation kind, right? So you keep shorting, keep shorting, keep shorting, So here there was a short, right? And then 4250 you bail out, or you wait for a lower areas if you want to, right? But this is options level, so probably some option players will try to push it higher, at the same time NQ was now in a chopping range because it was stuck between two dream numbers, right? So you can see it the way I took a profit here, see that early I cut it early, some here, see that, and it was the right thing. You can see there is a bounce, right? So, and then again I shorted it because the idea was the short today, so as long as the levels are holding, you keep shorting it because overall the day was down, right? So here also yes, same thing, 64 short with NQ, same thing, and then take again profit, and then wait, then price went down all the way to Globex low, then it bounced up. Now you can use this dream number to short and target this area, this is all pre-market levels, so you take profit here. 500 was my max target today for NQ, at least, so 1230 you bail out in NQ, and ES was at 1230, it was right into this area, see here, bold support. So here in Discord I said starting 42.25 all the way to 41.80, it's a profit taking area. That means if you're already short from the open or anywhere, this is the time you start taking profit if you're holding it, so this is all profit taking area actually, right? Not to go long, but profit taking, not to even initiate a new short, so that's where there is a line here. I stopped trading after this point, in both NQ and ES, right? And then it was a good thing I did, because then you can see it, price literally, look at, see this thing, right? Price literally do back and forth. Here also same thing, back and forth, right? Then you can see it is changed it, right? So here it was do back and forth, now it started breaking down right here, which is 245 onwards, right? So this one also like Globex low short, which I did not take it actually. Then it started breaking down, right? Now it cleared this 500 area pretty much here, right? So now you are looking for more shorts. So now here, see, it was still chopping, it broke it, but you can see it literally is chopping, right? But based on this breakdown here, you can take a short right here at 1455, which is 3 o'clock, which is right here, somewhere here, right? But by looking into this time frame, I didn't feel good, so no shorts here. You want a clear move. Now it is taking out everything. See that here, broke, held this area, right? And then came down, took out this pretty much, right? And now at this point most likely it will go towards 41.80, right? So now you look for a short towards the end of the day, and then when it pulled back here, right, this area, it tried to defend, bias defended it, see that, 1 2 3 4, and now it broke down and pulling back there, that was your short right there. At the same time NQ was right here, that was the short. again not in the dark, in the level. See that 417, 402, right to the level, right? So level helps you out, otherwise you are just shooting in the dark. So now you take a short end of the day, so you basically avoiding entire this price action smartly, and waiting, patiently waiting for a right setup. That's where you short and you got your right. Otherwise if you try to short it here somewhere, you will keep bailing out and just waste of energy, so wait for the right setup at the levels and you're good to go. So that be all for today. I'll see you tomorrow.